Welcome. I'm June Mears-Drieger, staff member here at the Hermitage, and I welcome you to our online journey through Advent toward Christmas, when we celebrate the birth of Jesus, the Incarnate One. Normally, we host a day-long retreat where we meet together as a group, reflect on scriptures, then spend time with questions for reflection in silence and solitude. We eat the noonday meal in silence with contemplative music playing in the background, then continue our reflecting and pondering until late afternoon. Those are normal times, and as we know well, we are not in normal times. So we decided to bring the retreat to you. We are providing weekly reflections on a particular set of Advent scripture, which will be posted on the Hermitage website, hermitagecommunity.org, and also on the Hermitage YouTube channel. New sessions will be posted on Wednesdays, December 2nd, today, 9th, 16th, and 23rd by noon. We will also post the scripture texts and reflection questions for you to ponder, to journal, or to discuss with others. These too will be available on the Hermitage website. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at june@hermitage.org, or for technical problems, contact kevin@hermitagecommunity.org. During the next 4 weeks, our focus is seeking God's face. And like children eagerly awaiting for the arrival of beloved guests, so do we long for God's loving face, particularly during this unusual Advent season. Our scripture texts, which follow the lectionary Year B, provide us with different glimpses of God's face. Early in Advent, God seems hidden, elusive, and we cry out for God's face to shine in order for us to be saved. In the following weeks, we are reminded of the comforting face which God reveals during our times of great vulnerability. We move toward the restoring face of God when God offers liberation and restoration. Then we glimpse the indwelling face of God, where God overshadows us, and like Mary, we open ourselves to God's face being born within us. Our purpose for seeking God's face is twofold. Yes, seeking God's face is our heart's desire, but as we gaze upon God's face, we in turn reflect God's face, becoming shining and shimmering faces, which lead to the shining and shimmering transformation of our world, creating God's kingdom here on earth as in heaven. Lastly, I want to acknowledge that the themes and structure of our weekly retreats are drawn from the worship resources of Leader Magazine, 2008, published by Menno Media. I thank the writers of those resources.